Hello, folks. People out there in basketball world. We're here. We are the Sideline Sisters. I am Angela Courtney and my partner,
Jill Bloom.
Michelle Bloom. All right, Michelle, let's kick it off. Let's get
It's
right
bracket time. It is bracket time.
bracket time. So we're gonna go directly to sharing our screen. Hold on.
So, since we talking about these brackets, which I'm pretty sure brackets, there was some losses today that were unexpected on the men's side. I must say,
McNeese.
there was an upset. McNeese.
Mac-
Congratulations to McNeese, whose coach will be the head coach for NC State once his season concludes. So congratulations to McNeese with the upset, the big time upset today. Two big time upset. And then Clemson was a day late, a dollar short, day late. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
They couldn't get it together, and they finally wanted to get together at the last 2 minutes of the game. And you cannot do that. And like I told anybody that's filling out their brackets, do a women's brackets. The women's game has not reached the parity of men to where pretty much there's not going to be a whole lot of what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Like McNeese. A whole lot of upsets in the women's game.
Unpredictability.
Yeah, it's pretty much true to what it says on their bracket is in their seating is what's going to happen. You know, but let's get it.
Let's get it. All right. So we're going to move over here and we're going to start with Region 1. So hats off or hand clap, kudos to Southern, the HBCU making it into the NCAA, but it's unfortunate that they have to go up against the number one overall ranked team in the women's game, UCLA. So in that first round, Michelle, I'm gonna have to get it to UCLA.
Oh yeah, and it's a for them it's the experience they're gonna have, something of a lifetime.
Right.
You go into the game, you play hard. As a coach, what do you tell your girls? What do you tell your girls?
I usually tell my girls, let's go out, let's play, let's have fun. Win or loss, let's give it our all. That's all you can pretty much do at this point in the game. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
Don't lay down because UCLA is already coming in with the thought of it's going to be a cakewalk anyway.
Right.
So just go in there, catch them off guard.
That's right.
Put them on their toes. Make them work for them points.
Fight to the bitter end.
There you go.
All right, so now we're going into number 8, Richmond, number 9, Georgia Tech. I have Georgia Tech going over the Richmond Spiders.
Okay.
So then going into our round of 32, we'll have UCLA matched up with number 9, Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Then going into Ole Miss and Ball State, no guessing there. I think what Ole Miss's experience, because I think this not their 4th appearance into the NCAA?
Yeah. I think so.
Yep. Yeah. So she already got the mindset we winning, period.
Period.
And then we got Baylor, number 4 Baylor matched up against Grand Canyon. I have to get that to Baylor Bears. Yep, never to be forgotten. We have number 6, Florida State matched up against George Mason. You know what? I used to live in Virginia, not far from George Mason.
Really now?
Did.
Okay.
Now, because of Florida State's player, what's her name?
Tanaya Latson.
And don't they have a 6-footer who leads the country in block shots? I think 3 or 4 games. Her name is Timon. Am I right?
She's lead blocker.
Yep. So I'm going to give the edge to Florida State. Thank you for coming, though, George Mason. We appreciate you being here.
I'm with you on that one.
All right. Then we got San Diego State versus LSU. You know, my special three, Flage, Anissa Morrison, and my girl, Williams.
Michaela.
Michaela Williams, yes. And also, I think they have some depth coming off the bench as far as their guards are concerned. So I definitely would give them the edge.
Mm-hmm.
LSU over San Diego.
Okay.
And then we go into, you know what? I've been watching some YouTube videos where some people say that since Harvard has one girl on their team that's pretty good, that they will probably overtake Michigan State. What's your thoughts on that?
That Harvard, actually, yeah, Harvard. Oh yeah, I pulled Harvard out on that one.
Okay.
I pulled them out.
I don't really know much about Michigan State. The women, I don't. So I'm going to go with Harvard on that. That's going to be my upset. Then we have NC State versus Vermont. That's definitely going to be NC State. Okay. So we got our round of 32 here. UCLA versus Georgia Tech set up. Ole Miss versus Baylor. Florida State versus LSU. And Harvard versus NC State. All right. So that's. What do you think, Michelle?
I'm with you. I agree. I'm in agreement on that.
Okay.
I'm in agreement on that. Mine is matching up like that as well.
Okay, so in Region 2, you know, we talked about Dawn complaining about, you know, her not being the overall #1 seed, but hey, like she said, we got to play the cards we were dealt. So they're going to match up with number 16, Tennessee Tech. Am I right? Is that Tennessee Tech?
Tennessee Tech.
Yep. We're going to give that to South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will be an easy game for them. I think South Carolina would just be too much for them. Now, this is the one that I'm seesawing back and forth on. Utah and Indiana. Now,
I ain't seesawing on that. My mind is made up.
Who you got? Utah?
I got Indiana.
That's who I was thinking would be, but a lot of people think it might be Utah because these teams are similar. But I think with Indiana, them having the more seasoned players, that they would probably overtake Utah. So I'm going with Indiana, and they're going to match up with South Carolina.
Okay.
All right, so then we go here and we got Alabama and Green Bay. Thank you, Green Bay. You fought to get here, but I think it's going to be Alabama in this game. And yeah, I think Alabama going to be too much. So the next game is number 4, Maryland, matched up against Norfolk State. Mm-hmm. That should be an easy game for Brenda Freeze's team.
Should be.
She
got some injuries though.
With the girl, what's her name? Diamond. Yeah.
Injured. So
I still think they'll have enough to get over Norfolk though.
Okay. Yeah. I think she's hurt.
With Columbia and Wash, I think I'm going to go with West Virginia here.
Okay.
And then here between Oregon State and North Carolina, I'm picking North Carolina because I know that they have those 2 guards, Upsy and Donarski, and they also got in the center. Yeah, they also have the girl that runs the point. She's pretty good. So I think if they all playing up to their potential, then Oregon State should be easy for them to. It may be a close game, but I think North Carolina will outlast them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, between Vanderbilt and Oregon, I want to give the edge to Vandy because I think that they're a better team. What do you think?
Oh yeah, Vandy, and they got your girl that's dropping. I think it's another Michaela Blake's dropping
Oh,
50 some points. She's had two 50-point plus games this season. Vandy, Shay Ralph has really done some big things with them. So I'm she's done a great job, a phenomenal job with them. So
so I've heard.
I actually pulled Vandy out on that one.
Yeah, I'm going with Vandy too. And with Duke and Lehigh, I'm going with Duke.
Okay, yeah.
So
Give it
now,
up for the ACC, the reigning ACC champs.
yeah. So my reasoning, Duke won the ACC championship, and honestly, I have not seen them play like that since the beginning of the year. I mean, from where they started to where they are now, that's my Cinderella team.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going with. So
Okay, yeah,
let's head back up top to Region 1. Easily, UCLA should beat Georgia Tech.
they should.
Yes. This one, I want to go with Baylor. You know, they got the little previews here where you can go down and look and see who their top players are: Madison Scott, Kennedy Todd Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about Baylor.
I really, I'm gonna tell you, you went with Baylor on this one.
I haven't decided yet. I'm leaning more towards Ole Miss because I just have confidence that the coach there would take them over the hump. But if you go back and you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, some of their games, they lost to TCU twice. They lost.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Kansas State, but that may have been when their big girl was injured. They beat
Mm-hmm.
Virginia. They got LSU. That was a pretty
They
bad.
got Kennedy Todd Williams.
Yeah. Yeah.
KTW. I'm gonna tell you, I went with Ole Miss on this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards too. Although
Mm-hmm.
they lost their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, but look who they had to face. So,
Right.
and let's see, that Tennessee game was close. The Texas
Mm-hmm.
game was close. The NC State game was close. And they only lost to UConn by 13 points. And look, the USC game with Juju was close. They only lost by
Yeah.
2 points.
2 points. That's it.
I'm going with Ole Miss on that one.
Yeah, I got Ole Miss on my bracket.
Okay. And then Florida State LSU, that's definitely going to be LSU because they have more experience. And I don't think Nice is going to go down
It
like.
should be LSU. I'll say that it should be.
Do you have it as LSU on your sheet?
I have it as LSU on my sheet, but I feel like Florida State is definitely going to give them a run for their money.
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk on this game. I say it'll be a 6-point spread, if that.
Okay. My reasoning is LSU has a better defense. Now, Florida State in their last game, didn't they play North Carolina? And lost to North Carolina, right? In the ACC tournament? Or was it?
They did not play. They did not play North Carolina.
Who did they lose to?
Florida State?
It was NC State, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now I think NC State is actually not as strong as LSU.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because of the bigs that they have. Because you know they have what is her name? Barton, the girl that transferred from Arkansas, the tall girl.
Mm-hmm.
Can't call her name right now. That's their inside. I think their insides players are better than NC State's bigs. And their guards are going to match up. I think they have taller, they're going to be a little taller than NC State. So therefore, I think LSU will have the edge over Florida State. That's my reasoning.
Oh, yeah.
NC State should easily beat Harvard, but I think it's probably going to be a close game. It just depends on which NC State shows up. If the
Yeah.
one they do, they probably gonna lose. Just keeping it real.
Yeah, just keep it real. That's what we want. We want real. We want real.
Yes. All right. So then we got UCLA matchup against Ole Miss, LSU versus NC State. So let's go back up here to Region 2.
All right, all right.
All right. So South Carolina easily should beat Indiana. It's probably gonna be 10, 15 points. All depends.
Mm-hmm.
Maryland and Alabama. I'm going to go. Well, tell me who you went with on your bracket.
On this Maryland game.
Yes. And,
Let me see. Right here, I got let's see. Let me get on. I went with Maryland.
okay. The Crimson Tide.
I went with Maryland. The Terrapins.
All right.
I went with the Terrapins over Bama.
Yes. Well, if you go back and you look here, they only lost to LSU by 5. I mean, excuse me, USC by 5 points. Texas blew them out. Good gracious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my reasoning, let me see who Alabama's played. They're in, let's see. Okay, they're in the same conference probably with Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they won one. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Maryland. Just because I think Brenda Freeze will make sure that they're ready. But that could easily be a flip of the coin. It won't be by much. I mean,
Yeah, we could be totally wrong. Bama could come in there and just shake it all up. So
all right. So let's see. The Mountaineers. What do you think?
I do not have them. The Mountaineers, West Virginia. Actually, I actually have them beat North Carolina. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I actually have them beating North Carolina.
And I only say that I only ask because I just kind of want to know what you're thinking.
Well, I mean, West Virginia, their top players, JJ Quinterly, who's averaging 20 points a game.
Okay.
And Jordan Harrison, 13 points a game. UNC does not have consistent players scoring like that.
This is
I
true.
think they do not have, they don't have it. They don't have it. I mean,
but what do you think about the supporting cast for Carolina?
But listen, they only lost to Texas by 5 points. 5 points.
Okay.
They lost to Baylor by 10. Okay. Baylor by 10, like notable losses. They lost to TCU by 19. That was like the biggest L they took. The last time when they played TCU again, they only lost by 6 points. So I feel like,
I said you went way back.
Yeah. Just looking at, so.
Okay, so we're gonna give the edge to Duke against Vandy. I'm sticking with my Cinderella team.
You sticking with who?
They are my Cinderella team. My Cinderella.
Okay.
Cinderella.
I pulled Duke out too over Oregon.
Okay.
I'm in agreement on that one.
So in Region 2, we have South Carolina and Maryland matched up, and then we have West Virginia and Duke. Let's go down to Region 3, and then we'll hit Region 4. All righty, so whomever gets Texas, it should be an easy win for Texas.
Should be.
Should be
an easy win. Yeah. Between that High Point University and William and Mary game.
All right, and then with they got the edge going to Creighton over Illinois. Wow.
I pulled, definitely. I pulled Texas on out, and pull Creighton out over Illinois.
Okay, that's who I have. They've been playing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if they're a 9 seed, I think if they're playing a harder schedule, they should come out on top. That's my reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tennessee and South Florida. Tennessee should beat South Florida. Then we have Ohio State versus Montana State. Giving that to Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
The Buckeyes. Is it the Buckeyes?
Buckeyes. Ohio State. Buckeyes.
Michigan and Iowa State. I had to give it to the big girl.
Adi.
Big girl.
Watch out for the big girl. Watch out for the big girl. Watch out for the big girl.
All right, so Notre Dame and Austin. I'm going to go with Notre Dame. Louisville. You agree?
With Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna be honest though, Courtney. I actually took Michigan over Iowa State. I'm glad you went with Iowa so we can have that discussion once they play that game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went with Michigan on that. I'm the freshman, Sylvia, whatever. She's a McDonald All-American. She's dropping 23 points, freshman.
Girl, so, what they gonna do? All the crooks in the paint though?
Okay.
What they gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Sela Swords, 16.1 points, and Olivia Olsen. So I don't know who they gonna put on Adi, but they better be ready. They better hit the gym.
Adi Crooks is dropping 23.3, 7 reads, 1.5 assists.
Mm-hmm.
She got Addie Brown. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. Tournament bring a different character out of you, so we gonna see.
It's gonna be the fight in the dog.
Yeah. Last man standing.
They just have to do that lockdown defense on, but ain't nobody gonna be able to hold Adi Crooks in the paint.
Mm.
Yeah.
They keep her out the paint. They might, but
how they gonna keep her out the paint?
I don't know.
You just stop. All right, now we got Louisville and Nebraska. I'm going with Louisville. The coach.
You going with Louisville?
Louisville, yeah.
Okay.
Over Nebraska.
Okay. Yeah.
Who'd you pick?
I pulled Nebraska out.
Well, it actually could be a flip of the coin. They seem to have very similar.
Is Jada Curry? Is she playing? Because she was hurt.
Jada Curry, they got her up there. And
yeah, I mean, she missed the conference tournament to injury.
We'll see.
So, I mean, she was first team all ACC, but she did miss. I will say she did miss conference tournament because she was on that bench.
Well, you know what? They do have Nebraska picked over Louisville. So you know what? I might switch and go with Nebraska.
Don't be a fair weather.
No, I mean, I was just looking at, a little bit of the stuff. But either way, it doesn't matter. They got to get past TCU. So it doesn't matter one of them getting past TCU.
Right.
So Sedona gonna bring it. And Haley Van Lith. You know what? They were sleeping on Haley Van Lith. They was like, they didn't think TCU would get past Notre Dame.
I thought you. Yeah. That's my Cinderella team.
Listen, I've done TCU. You love TCU.
I don't love them, but I've just seen how far they have grown, and we could just say it. HVL, since she's been added to the team.
Yep.
She has brought them up here. She made her coach look good for him to get coach of the year.
So Sedona Prince is averaging 17.5 points a game. They only lost 3 games. That's not bad.
No, it's not.
So there's one loss to Kansas State, to South Carolina. Who was the other one to? Let's see, Nebraska. Yeah, it looked like they lost to Maryland, Michigan, Ohio State, Juju and Company, UCLA, and Georgia Tech. So yeah, going TCU over that one. Now Notre Dame, it don't matter if they playing Michigan or they playing Ohio State. If the real Notre Dame shows up, they should win. That's it. I'm just saying.
That's
Now,
it.
between the Buckeyes and Tennessee, you probably could flip a coin because both of these teams play full court defense. The question is, can Tennessee put it together in the half court offense? That's the thing. Can they put it together? I'm going to go with Ohio State, the Buckeyes. I would like for it to be Tennessee, but I just don't have that much faith in them.
Yeah, I got you. I agree. I totally get it on that.
All right. So Texas and Creighton. I'm going to go with Texas. So we're going to have the Buckeyes squaring it off with the Longhorns. All right. So is that everybody? Yeah. So now we're into the Sweet 16, y'all.
Sweet 16.
Region 1. So definitely go to UCLA. They have two inside, outside, upside, downside. I don't think my Ole Miss going to be able to hang with that. They're going to try. They're going to try, but I think it's just too much bets in the inside.
Too much.
LSU, NC State. This will be a close game, but I think LSU will win it. I think Flage is probably going to have a 30-piece that game. Anissa Morrison going to probably pull down 20 and 25 rebounds.
You got them up there, boy. You saying this, they're not going to play no defense?
I just feel like I have more confidence in LSU's defense than I do in NC State's offense.
You feel like she's going to drop 30 on them?
Flage might.
Okay. Again, we come back.
No. Is she not?
I don't feel like she'll drop 30.
Okay, Flage is averaging 18 points a game. Anissa Morrow, look at that. Queen triple-double. 18 points a game, 13 reads. Come on now, Shell.
Okay.
Now, the question is, whichever team has the better defense is going to win this game. And I'm going with LSU. I'm just going with LSU. Based on how they played in that Duke game, they couldn't defend. And Duke is not a tall team. So we have UCLA facing off with LSU going into the Final Four. Then we go over here to Region 2. Did I do that? No, I did not. Let me do that. Oh, darn. I messed up. All right. So Region 4, USC taking UNCG Greensboro. California and Mississippi State. It should be California easily. But it may be a close game. Fairfield and Kansas State. Is the big girl still injured?
I don't know.
Let me see. I think she might be back. Okay, yeah. Hopefully. Well, Carolyn Peck had picked Fairfield over Kansas State.
Okay.
But I'm going with Kansas State because I feel like they're in a better position to take Fairfield. Okay. Then Liberty and Kentucky, I have to go with your girl, Georgia Amore and company. And they have the size.
Put the respect on that name, Amore.
Georgia Amore. You'll probably be a first rounder in the WNBA pick, a lottery.
Oh, yeah, she going in the first round.
Now, there was some question about Murray State, and I kind of took some of this from Quita Love Sports because I like to watch Quita talk. She was saying she had nothing but good things to say about their offense, but they can't defend. So Iowa State, Murray State, I bet you went with Iowa, did you?
On let me see. Let's see. You said
Iowa and Murray.
Oh yeah, I took Iowa on that.
Yeah. I do like the Jackrabbits, but I'm gonna have to get at to Oklahoma because of Reagan Beers.
Big girl.
Reagan Beers.
Steer for the beer.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not the Jackrabbits. South Dakota are the Jackrabbits, right?
Yeah. Oklahoma. Yeah, no.
My bad. I'm gonna get that one to Oklahoma State.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I went with South Dakota. I went against the grain.
You went against the grain.
I did. I went against the grain.
Heard nothing but good things from State. I heard they're playing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going with UConn. Why? Well, one, I'm a UConn fan, and I think this is Paige's year. This is Paige's last year, so I think they're gonna fight to make it to the finals. So definitely, this is the first game. They're gonna win by 20. You watch.
Yeah, they should really cruise in this game.
Yeah. All right. So then, with Iowa and Oklahoma, I'm going to give it to Oklahoma. I think because they have the height and the guard. Between Oklahoma State and UConn, I think UConn will easily coast through them. They're super fast. Super fast.
Oh yeah.
And then they got one of the best freshmen in the league or in the tournament in Strong. I'm going with Kentucky against Kansas State. USC in California, I'm going with USC. I think they'll cruise past them.
Okay.
All right, so we got a set for the final 8. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sweet 16. So USC and Kentucky. Love Georgia Amore, but I think they're going to go down in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Again, we want Paige to get one, so I think we're going to go with UConn.
Yeah, we're going with UConn over Oklahoma. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
pull them on out.
Now, this might be the revenge tour for Notre Dame if they could suck it up and battle out. But I think, TCU will have the inside advantage. But we're able to stop Citron, Miles, and Hannah Hidalgo. Double H, as I call it. If they can, but they have beat them before, but this was early on in the year, so I would say they have made growth, but there is still that big question mark as to which Notre Dame is going to show up. Okay, so we're going to go with Notre Dame. And then Texas and Ohio State, I'm going with Texas. All right, so you got Texas and Notre Dame. I'm going with Notre Dame. USC and UConn, the matchup.
You said with Texas and Notre Dame, you're going with Notre Dame? Oh, wow. Okay.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
And USC and UConn. I'm going with UConn.
There you go. I got UConn as well. UConn has too much manpower. Woman power. I'll take that. They got too much woman power for them.
Okay. USC.
Too many weapons. Too many offensive weapons. I'll say that.
Yes. And they're faster. They're a little faster.
Yeah.
Although it's going to be a back-to-back running the floor. I ain't going to see. You're not going to see too much setting up in that game.
Oh, it's going to be transition all day.
All day. They going to be running.
Get the ball out the basket. Throw it down the court. Here we go. Layup.
All right. So then I'm going to give the edge to South Carolina over Duke. This is Final Four is UCLA, LSU, Duke, and South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing something. All right, there it is. UCLA, UConn, South Carolina, Notre Dame, South Carolina over Notre Dame. I think UConn will tough it out. I don't know what they're gonna do with Betts in the middle and the inside, but I'm gonna give the edge to.
But Betts has been contained before, so
Yeah,
she's
get her
been
in foul
contained
trouble.
before.
Make her put the ball on the floor. She seems like she does not like contact.
No.
Yeah,
You get and that's what it's gonna have to take to rattle her too. You gotta it's basketball. It's a contact sport.
it's a contact sport. I'm gonna say 135.
You're gonna get.
All right, Michelle. So then I got UConn over South Carolina. Although if we go back and look at the percentages, people still have South Carolina winning the whole thing, which I don't doubt. Don, I got faith.
You got faith.
I got faith. But
Well, I played 3 brackets, but my official bracket, I have the Bruins taking one back to California.
Okay.
I got the Bruins taking it back. They want to get back on to be number 1 when they start the season next year. So I feel like that hurt them when they dropped.
I welcome that. I welcome it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, they have been the most consistent team all year. Unfortunately, losing to USC twice. Well, actually, they got them back, so
yeah,
it remains to be seen. But anyway, that's what I have, folks. I got
okay.
I think Paige gonna get one before she leaves.
There you go. There you have it. There you have it, folks.
There it is.
The bracket breakdown games will start. Play-in games start tomorrow?
Right.
For the women's tournament. So we shall see.
Yes, we will see. Please, please, please like, share, and subscribe at Sideline Sisters. Please send us an email at sidelinesisters3542@gmail.com. We look forward to answering your questions, talking with you. We might do a live show one day, Michelle. We need to do a live show.
We'll do a live show. Yeah, we'll do a live show. I think when we get to Tampa, we really should do a live show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for real.
Final four. Final four.
All right, folks. Hey, Michelle. Cue that music.
I'm with you. I'm here. I'm with you on the music. I'm with you.
All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
All right.